Welcome to fabulous Lake Tahoe, your local's guide to the very best of America's year-round playground. I'm Jack Durst, and I'm here from Taylor Creek for the 22nd annual Kokanee Salmon Festival. I gotta tell you guys, this is one of my favorite events in Tahoe, because this is one of the events that got me into the environment when I was a kid. I lived not far from the stream profile chamber as a kid, and I used to love to go and watch the fish swim in the fall and spawn, and I gotta say this place has a special affection in my heart because of that. This is one of the few places in the world where you can actually see the fish spawn both in an aquarium and in their natural environment. And it has a stream profile chamber that, as far as I know, is unique in the world. It is the only place you can see kokanee salmon spawning in their natural environment from the side. And you can see all the way from the top of the water column to the bottom and see the whole life cycle of the fish here at the stream profile chamber at the Taylor Creek Visitor Center. I've had a lot of really great experiences at the Taylor Creek Visitor Center. The Rainbow Trail at Taylor Creek is a great family-friendly outing for the day, any day. If you want to teach your kids about the unique environment here in Lake Tahoe, Taylor Creek is a great place to do it. There are bears, there are deer. It's dog-friendly as long as your dog is on a leash, but please keep your dog and your animals and your kids close at hand, because this is bear country, and especially when the fish are spawning, the bears are hungry and they're looking for a meal. The Kokanee Salmon Festival has run every year for the last 22 years since the early 80s when they built the stream profile chamber. Every year in early October when the salmon run, they have this great festival. They have food, they have salmon cook-offs, they have Smokey Bear for the kids. I played paparazzi with Smokey Bear, but I wasn't able to get a photograph of him. But I had a lot of fun at the festival. I ran into my friend TNTV environment expert Gary Bowen, and he had this to say about the salmon.
Good afternoon, this is Gary Bowen. We're at the last day of the annual, I think it's 21st or 22nd year Kokanee Salmon Festival at Taylor Creek, which is just by the visitor center, if you know how to get there, past Camp Richardson into the parking lot. A walk down the Rainbow Trail and you see the rainbow trout spawning, and this is one of the few places in the world that salmon spawn. In fact, I think it is the only place in the world. Taylor Creek, the kokanee salmon, which are indigenous to Lake Tahoe, come up this creek, spawn every year, and when they leave their eggs, they very shortly thereafter pass on to the next generation. So all of these are youngsters.
Thanks, Gary, and tune in to Gary's show at 2 o'clock on TahoeNetworkTV.com for more information about the environment here in Lake Tahoe. So let me tell you a little bit about the life cycle of the kokanee salmon. Kokanee salmon spawn in Taylor Creek right behind me. Some of them spawn in the stream profile chamber, but most of them spawn a little bit upstream, like here, which is about half a mile upstream from the stream profile chamber. It's kind of busy with the festival there, so it's not convenient to shoot. Kokanee salmon spawn in the creeks of Lake Tahoe, particularly Taylor Creek. They need clear, fast-moving water with pebbles to be able to spawn. So they spawn and they die, and then they are swept by the spring, their fry are swept by the spring melt into Lake Tahoe, where they spend 5 or 6 years maturing. Sockeye salmon in the ocean can get to be up to 20-30 inches long, but the fish in Lake Tahoe tend to be about 14 to 20 inches long. If you catch a 20-inch fish in Lake Tahoe, it's worthy of a photograph. The kokanee salmon are gray when they're in the lake. If you catch a kokanee salmon in the lake, it looks gray or kind of rainbow. But then, as they reach the end of their life cycle and get ready to spawn, they turn red and the males grow this long hooked jaw. They start swimming up the stream, typically up Taylor Creek, to spawn in the creek, and then they die. And for, a few months, the eggs incubate under the water, under the ice in the wintertime. And when the spring melt comes, the fry are swept back out into Lake Tahoe to start the cycle all over again. So, thumbs up this video if you like seeing fish. Subscribe to Fabulous Lake Tahoe if you haven't already. Thank you, and keep Tahoe blue. Bye.